Hey everybody, it's Case here on the Wall to Wall Country Show on this Wednesday. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. A quick reminder that First Northern Bank and Trust is our sponsor of the show. Check these guys out for hometown banking with all the modern technologies at 1stnorthernbank.com. Hey, we're into the second hour, and of course, the tradition of having a great artist on the show is happening again today. So excited to have newcomers to the show. They're virgins to the Wall to Wall Country Show today, and glad to have them on board for sure. Country, Americana country, throwback country. They got a couple of titles, and we're so excited to hear all about the music that they've been generating and what they have some exciting news going out there as well. Please make welcome the band Neon Moon, Noel and Josh. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having us. We're glad to be here.
Hey, I'm glad you guys had the opportunity. You sent me your information a little while back along with some of your music. Reached out to me, and I appreciate that. All artists are always welcome to reach out, and got you guys on the schedule. So we're so excited to hear about your new album that you just recently made available. You got some new music out there. But before we get into what you have going on right now, why don't you give us a little background information about Noel and Josh, how you guys kind of got together, how the music got started. Go back a little bit and give us a little history about you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I moved to Nashville 2007, and I met Noelle. She was doing her own solo thing at the time. So it started, I started playing for her back then. We're married now. I've been married for about 8 years, but at the time we were dating, and I was playing guitar for her. After a couple of years, we decided to undertake a songwriting project where we would write a song every week for an entire year and upload it to YouTube. So once that project finished a year later, we had 52 songs. And, we should really do something with some of these songs. So at that point, we decided to start Neon Moon. And we hit the studio and recorded a couple of our favorite tracks from that songwriting project. And, we've just been trying to support that record ever since.
Okay, so Neon Moon is the album that you have out right now, which was released just this past June.
Correct, yes. The name of the album is 653.
Oh, okay. The album is 653. That's the title of the album. It's got 6 songs on it. Now, you guys describe yourselves as twangy Americana. Can you give us a little bit more description about how you came up with that description for the sound of your music?
Well, I mean, we love old country music, and I think we're right on bridging the gap to new country and old country, and Americana, I guess, falls right in there somewhere too, and we just love the twang.
Oh, that's awesome. We're going to listen to some of your music here in just a minute, and we'll feature 1 or 2 of your tunes here so people can get a feel or a taste from it. What are you guys doing, though? Are you guys doing some touring out there? Are you doing a radio tour? What exactly are you guys doing at the moment to get this album out there and get these singles out there?
So just this last month, we finished doing some road gigs. We're based in Nashville, so what we've been doing is hitting it on the weekends. We've been sort of going within like 8-10 hours drive and trying to play a few shows on the weekends and spread the word that way. And we've been working a lot with different blogs and radio shows like yourself, and just trying to get it heard wherever we can.
Now you guys, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say, we're trying to do the long, slow, grind of each fan, each fan matters, and trying to really get out there and one by one make fans and win over a room every time we get up on the stage to play our tunes.
That's awesome. And you guys can be found at neonmusic.com, but you're also on a bunch of the social medias?
Yeah, neonmoonmusic.com, and we are at Neon Moon Music on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that.
Okay.
YouTube.com/neonmoonmusic. That's how you can find us.
Now, is the album out and available for people to buy it either in a hard copy or on electronic platforms?
Yes, it is. It's available both digitally and physically. Digitally, you can find it, any of the major guys, the Spotify or the iTunes, or if you want to purchase it, you can purchase it through our website. Or I know we have a Bandcamp account set up where you can purchase it if you'd like. So yeah, if you do it through our site, we can actually physically mail you a copy of the record as well.
Awesome, and that's really cool. Now, let's talk about some of the tracks on it. You guys have one that just recently came out as a single. I'm expecting that's one of them that you would like me to feature.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you want to tell us?
I'm sure you're talking about Smoke, which we were really excited to have out there, and we have a music video coming out pretty soon for that as well, that we're really excited about. But Josh and I wrote that song during our 52 song project. We wrote it with a friend of ours, Lacey Green, who's a writer here in town. And I guess the song came from an idea actually from Harry Potter. It's a line, I forget which movie it's from.
It's from the third one, The Prisoner of Azkaban.
But one of the kids in the movie, he says, he's like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. And I said, I think we can make a country song out of that.
Okay, so that's where the premise came from. I mean, how do you come up with 52? How do you come up with a song every week? I mean, including that one, did you find yourself kind of in a rut where they were all starting to sound the same, or do you feel like every single song had its own character to it?
Yeah, there were maybe a couple of times where certain themes were running together, but I mean, country music thematically has a lot of similar elements throughout, the history of the genre, with love songs, cheating songs, drinking songs, songs about dogs, trucks, stuff like that. So of course, we found some of our songs, dealing with some of the same elements. But in the same way that we found inspiration for Smoke, we'd watch TV, or we'd listen to the radio, or keep our ears open when we were out and about, and if we heard a clever line, or felt a certain way after watching something, we say, hey, that could be really cool. Let's log that and jot it down. And when we would get together to write, we'd have a huge idea log or idea list of things to write about. So we would just pick every week. We'd pick something that we were feeling a particular way about and get to work on it.
Now, is Smoke the first single you've released from the 653 album?
No, our first release was If I Knew, which is the first track on the album.
Okay.
Again, that goes back to your classic country drinking songs right there.
Okay. What is now that I mentioned it a couple times, I'm like, what does that mean? What does the 653 mean? Now, that's in the form of a time, 53 minutes before 7 o'clock?
Well, not quite. We do joke about that sometimes, that we should try waking up from a nap every day at 6:53. But the real reason is, we did that 52 song project, and then we chose 5 of our favorites from that project, and we put them on the EP. And we started with those, and we felt like it was just a little bit incomplete. It needed one more song to really round out the record, one just for us. So we wrote that song, If We're Being Honest. And we went in and we recorded it just acoustic, Josh and I, and then we had a harmonica player come in and play some twang on that one. And so it was the 6th song out of 53 that we had written. So we felt it was kind of important, and it was a story we could talk about and tell everyone about. So 653, that's it.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. So that's interesting. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go ahead and play one of your songs here? And I guess we'll do Smoke if you want to, because this is the new one that was just recently released. And then we can talk about another one and throw another one out there real quick. But Smoke, the precedence of a Harry Potter movie, a line in it. I like it. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but I mean, I get the gist of the movies. I think there's a billion of them, though. But hey, we'll go ahead and play that one. If you guys can hang in there for just a minute, we're going to take a quick break and come back with your song. Can you hang in there for just a minute, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Noelle and Josh on the line. A group calling themselves Neon Moon, describing themselves as some twangy Americana. They got their album out, 653. You guys can get your hands on it through their website. We're going to talk a little bit more about how you can reach out to these guys. But we've got their single that was just released. You might not even heard it yet. It's a little tune called Smoke, coming up right after the break, right here on PPR. And there you have it, Smoke from Neon Moon. Their current single just released about a week ago, or even just a couple days ago, I believe. And this is off their album 653. These guys hailing from Nashville. You can find them at Neon Music on the website. You can find them on the social medias. Got this brand new album. You can get a hard copy from there, or you can buy it across the electronic medias as well. This is made up of Noelle and Josh, a lovely couple that are actually married and out there doing their thing, calling it Twangy Americana. That's so cool. Now, we talked about a couple other tunes that are on your album there, guys. I thought it'd be fun to feature one more tune, and then at the end of the show, I also like to play a song to remind people if they missed the interview. So we have one more to close out the interview that I'd like to play, and then you can tell me another one maybe for the end of the show. But real quick, though, if people are, when you're on the social medias, are you guys the ones that do the answers? If they're the ones interested in your music or want to make a comment, is it all you guys? Do you got a department that handles that? How does that work?
Yes, it's all us. We're sitting there behind the computer answering the emails and the Facebook posts, and so yeah, it's one of us two doing it.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Are you getting I know this is all fairly new for you, but the album's been out since June. Are you getting some response about the music? Are you finding people are connecting with it? I mean, that's always a big thing. Do you feel like you picked the right 6 songs to be on the album?
Yeah, I mean, we've been getting some good feedback. We get messages here and there from individuals that have found us in whatever way, and say that they love our music, and they start sharing it with their friends and family and such. And I think it's going pretty well so far.
Yeah, I would say we've been getting really, really great feedback and response, especially from the country music community too. Like I said, our whole goal was to be able to bridge the gap between fans of old country and fans of new country. Obviously, we don't have any rapping in our verses or drum machines or anything, and but I think lyrically, if you look lyrically at our themes that are going on through our songs, we do stay current with our lyrical trends. So I think in that way we can appeal to some of the newer fans as well, as the older fans of country music who like the sound of the steel, as well as some old-timey things like I was talking about, the things that run through the country music history, like the drinking songs and cheating songs and stuff like that. So we've been getting really good response from people of all ages with the release of the record. So we're really happy, and like I said, that's what we're hoping to do, is be able to bridge that gap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The 6 songs that you picked, I would expect that would have been maybe a little bit of a daunting task out of 50-some songs. Do you feel that each song has its own life, so to speak? You picked very different songs to be on this first EP to kind of give an all-over feel, or did you focus on one kind of style or one kind of theme?
When we wrote those 52 songs, there really was a huge range because Josh came from like a punk rock background, and I came from, I grew up singing Aretha Franklin, and I really loved like old blues, but what we both had in common was our 90s country era between, 93 and 99, where really that's what we listened to. So these 5 songs were our favorites that made sense together as well as a cohesive group. We have a couple others that we really loved, but maybe fell a little bit more in a different genre that would be great for somebody else to sing. But these were the ones that felt true to ourselves.
Okay, well, that sounds great. And I think people are going to really get a feel of who you are, by listening to all 6 songs. It's going to be more of an overall feel for them. And I think that's awesome. We talked about featuring another song. What other tune do you think off the album you would like people to hear coming up next? And then which one do you think would be a good one to close out the show to remind everybody to, check in with you guys and your websites and stuff?
Yeah, I think one that we're really proud of, and we loved writing, and I guess for the one coming up next, I would say probably Homewrecker. We had a really great time writing this very, very tongue-in-cheek kind of lyric, something we think Dolly Parton would be really proud of. One of those,
that's awesome.
One of those songs, it's like you think it's going to say a bad word, but then it never does, so it kind of keeps it, G-rated for the listener. So it was a lot of fun, and we hope people will find it fun as well, too.
Awesome. And how about one for the end of the show, then, that people can be looking forward to hear?
Yeah, let's go with If I Knew for the end of the show. It was our first single that we came out with. I think it's a great way to close the show.
Okay. Do you want to tell us a little background about that tune?
If I Knew, we actually have, when we were doing the 52-song project, for the first, I think, 10 songs, we actually recorded us writing the actual song as well as the performance video. So I recently went back and rewatched us writing the song, and it really, I think, out of the project was the easiest write of the whole thing. We just sat down and Josh started playing like this cool little simple country lick, and I just started humming a melody, and then words just started coming out. There was never any really like profound idea, and the song just came together really easily and really organically, and that's how If I Knew happened. Awesome.
All right, well, we'll do that one at the end of the show. Coming up, though, in just a few minutes is Homewrecker. Is there a story behind that one, or is it very similar where it's just something that kind of came together and no curse words?
Yeah, I think it was the idea came from this television show that Noelle was watching.
I watch a lot of TV.
She watches a lot of TV, which that's where we grabbed a lot of our inspiration from, and this was no different. This girl, it was a show about Nashville songwriters, basically, and this girl was saying that she said that line, "Homewrecker ain't a good look," and then we kind of formed that together with like the thought of the old song "Fifth City," and like I said, something Dolly Parton would do if she were putting out a song in 2017.
Awesome. All right, well, looking forward to that for sure in just a little bit here. We'll play that one. Guys, you got any wink, wink, nudge, nudge, some exciting news coming down the pike that your fans can be looking for on your website and on your social medias?
Yeah, I guess the big thing coming out soon is going to be our music video. We're hoping that it's out before the end of October. That would be for Smoke. Okay. And we're really excited about getting that out. It's a really beautiful video. We can't wait for people to see it. And of course, you can find it when it is available on our website, neonmoonmusic.com. And y'all be sure to give us a like on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and all that at Neon Moon Music and Instagram. Yeah, we post a lot on Instagram, probably more so than anything. So find us there.
All right. And of course, if they're in your area and they're looking to find out when you guys are going to be out there performing and doing some of this stuff live, that would be, of course, on your website also at neonmusic.com.
Yeah, neonmoonmusic.com.
Neonmoonmusic.com. Awesome. All right. Well, you know what, guys? I think you guys got some fun things going on here. I like the music. We're going to get some of it out there for you, kind of help expand your listening. But if you're ever up here in the state of Pennsylvania, if you decide to travel that far, I think we're only 14 hours. So if you're going 10, it's only another 4.
All right.
Love to have you in the studio. The doors to Penn Speak Radio are always open to all my artists. But no matter what, if you guys got something new and exciting going on and you want to get back on the show to do an announcement of another new project or something, feel free always to stay in touch. And, hey, we'll get you back on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us. We'd love to stop by sometime.
Well, we'd love to see you. We're going to play that song, Home Wrecker. But you know what? I want to say take care, guys. Appreciate your time, and looking forward to chatting with you soon. If you want to go right ahead and announce that tune for my listening audience, we'll play it, and then we'll also hit that if you knew at the end. So take care, guys, and go ahead and introduce your single out there.
All right. Thanks, Casey. We are Neon Moon, and you're about to hear Home Wrecker.